should be salamat DPWH if you want to be more sarcastic, but in tune with regard to the findings.
Okay, in so doing, that would not be a feature story anymore. Professor Dan
Correct,
Arao,
correct.
thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Stanley.
Never miss a story. Unlock exclusive access to uninterrupted streaming and premium news content. Subscribe to ANC 24/7 on YouTube and join ANC Prestige today.
Joining us now is former Public Works and Highway Secretary Rogelio Singson. Good morning, Secretary. Glad you could join us on Head Start.
Good morning, Katrina. I'm sorry I'm outside, so medyo maingay.
So what do you make out of this reasoning to seemingly justify the lack of feasibility studies for several flood control projects in the past 3 years? Because in the Senate hearing, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I would imagine they're referring to the upgraded or revised master plan because, like for example, last year or early this year, the annual average rainfall, almost 30%, ibinagsak ng isang linggo. No? So, the standard used before in our master planning for flood control was 50-year highest rainfall event. No? And ngayon, that has to be upgraded to possibly even 100-year rainfall event. Kasi malakas na yung climate change is really impacting the amount of rainfall and the intensity in short durations.
The master plan was left with the DPWH. You're saying who now should be blamed for not tapping that master plan? Because in the Senate investigations in recent days, lumabas po na maraming flood control projects were not based on feasibility studies.
Precisely, and that's where I think Senator Ping Lacson, first of all, I'd like to congratulate him. He used to do that to our NEP. Alam niyo yung National Expenditure Program that is submitted by the line agency. By the time it reaches Congress, may mga insertions na yan. I'd call that the bad name.
Correct. So my question in mind, which probably I should ask lawmakers, why weren't these metrics included in the law? Why weren't these metrics woven into the actual law so that it would be institutionalized regardless of who sits in office?
Yeah, unfortunately. But maybe my challenge to Congress, isuspend mo muna lahat ng flood control projects.
Lahat,
kumain.
sir. Lahat.
Lahat. Pamigyan natin ang tama.
Sir, given that point, who will review these flood control projects and these anomalies, considering na it seems na most of the district engineers who are involved or signed off these programs or as completed are already in cahoots? Sir, may I also add? Go ahead.
Party. It has to be third party, engineering companies, local companies who will inspect these projects and see to it that they are within reasonable amounts, that they're really there to address specific problems. Yung pinapakita ni President Bongbong na those projects, napakasama naman nun.
Sir, meron pa po ba, should the Philippines tap foreign engineering companies this time? Because if we tap local engineering companies, most of them are engaged in the contracting business as well. And on the other hand, we can go to the COA, Commission on Audit, but then a basic review of the documents would actually show that even the wife of the COA commissioner actually got projects from the government.
Forget COA muna, time out sa COA.
Why, sir?
They should have seen this early on. Ngayon lang nag-iingay at saka sila lumalabas. Saan yung mga co-auditors nyo in the field? Baka naman ginoon time na lang yung mga co-auditors imbis na mag-inspect. Have been bypassed, who are now being maligned just just because of a few bad eggs in the department.
Secretary, where does the buck stop in this issue?
Sabi nga, challenge ko sa Congress because they released the GAA. Kinukupkup niya ng tingi-tingi. Huwag nyo nang tingin, into nyo na muna.
Sir, what keeps you optimistic that the Congress would actually heed that challenge, considering that in our initial review of documents, at least 3 party list representatives are actually contractors themselves?
Yun na nga. So, if the Speaker and the Appropriations Committee really want to stop this, medyo time out na siguro muna para sa bayan naman, mahiya na sila.
Sir, speaking of Congress, what deficiencies in the law should they actually address to avoid, if not rid of these scams in the future?
Senator J.V. Ejercito has a very good bill that will adopt master plans, multi-year programs for big infrastructure ticket items. Hindi pwedeng tatagtadin mo yan. No? You have to adopt a master plan. Halimbawa, National Roads and Highways, National Bridges Program, from A to B. Hindi matatapos sa isang taon yan. So it has to be a master plan. It has to be airports development, seaports development, flood control development based on river basins. No? Senator J.V.'s Ejercito's bill has to be adopted soonest para ganon medyo mabawas-bawasan yung china-chop.
Sir, what about proposals to actually ban politicians from having, or ban contractors who have relatives who are in politics?
klase mo eh. Angela, mag-iingat ka ha? Oo. Anong oras nga pala uwi namin ha? Hindi ko alam kung oras ako uwi. Baka may tiyakan mo yun. Bakit? Namamalengke tayo. Oo, sige. Alis na ako. Mag-iingat ka ha? Bye-bye. Berting? Berting? Kailan ka pa nakalaya?
Kahapon pa ako dito sa Manila, Esther.
Kanina ka pa ba dyan?
Oo.
Hindi nakita mo si Angela.
Oo, Esther.
Bakit naman hindi ka lumapit? Hindi ka man lang pumipo. Sabit na sa yung bata.
Hindi ko alam ang gagawin ko. Kung paano. Paano mo kakausapin isang batang hindi mo nakita sa loob ng 12 taon?
Alam mo, Bertin, pag nagkausap kayo, matutuwa ka. May pagmamalaki mo siya. Masunurin, mataas ang marka sa eskwela. At may kasipagan sa gawain dito sa bahay.
Alam mo guys, kung ano kinakaba ko.
Oh,
Kung anong sasabihin ko. Kung anong gagawin ko kapag nakita kami.
Kung ano-ano na lang iniisip mo eh. Kapareho mo din si Angela. Ang dami niyang plano kung nagkita raw kayo. Pero alam mo, pag nagkita kayo, kung saan nang lalabasin kung ano gusto niyang sabihin sa isa't isa.
Lester, bakit ang trabaho dito?
Abe, karamihan sa mga taga rito ay nagtatrabaho sa pier.
Kung ano-ano, marami kasi na binibinta yan eh. Kung nga lang, puro mainit. Mga appliances, mga alahat, chip, mga kutsinakaw, buga.
Pati pa rin.
So, lahat ng klaseng baril meron yan. Maiksik, mahaba, isabo. Pati nga ako, nag-aayos sa kanya, alam mo na, kung siya. Ayun, yung may bigutin yun. Yung sikitong tigil. Balang araw, nakikilala mo rin yun. Ano to? Sige, tayo. Okay, tayo na.
Okay na kayo, kaya may pumunta pa.
Sige, doon na lang tayo sa street na magkita.
Sige, sige, pero. And this recent hearing, this terror, is not the first. Kung ilan na yan. At kahit na homicide ang may hawak ng asunto, kailangan tumulong tayo sa kanila. Dahil sa jurisdiction natin, nangyari ang patayan. At hindi lang yan. Maraming dumarating sa akin tungkol sa mga extortion. Hindi lamang sa mga nagtatrabaho sa pier. Pati na yung mga maliliit na tindahan. Pati na yung mga naninirahan na malapit sa North Harbor. Ano kayo? Mga bulag? Hindi ninyo nalalaman ang mga nangyayari?
Hulgay ko na lang. Ang mayon, makakamag na lang. Hulgay, inom ka muna to. Salamat, mga lumay. Mga kolektor dito. Kapag hindi mo bibigyan ng gugulo, ang ginagawa ko ang bahay mo, malalakit. Parang ganyan.
Oo, dahil tuwing ko naman linggo, dumating ang mga yan. Tama si Dong. Nanakit pa ang mga yan pag hindi mo nabigyan eh.
Gusto mo natin. May pangalan na lang.
Di ba katagal ako sa pier? Kailangan takal yung lagay. Dapat sabihan mo daw sa lagay. Sa susunod na linggo, malaki na rin si natin. Baka ba masyadong taasan yan? Mapunta lamang sa bulsa ninyo. Ang ginawa mo, konting lang. Sige, pero huwag masyadong mataas ang lagay para hintayin nila. Ha? Pero pag may umayan o kumontra, hintahan nyo natin. Para sa inyo. O, hintahan ng pier. Ayos naman. Pero wala tayong problema. Alam natin sa museo mo sa loob. Saka isa pa, mga taong hindi kilala ang mga yun, anong gagawin nila? Basta naman may marinig ako. Malalaman ninyo sa akin. Tara. Kaya hindi tayo pinagsususpetyahan ng mga pala. May kasangga tayo sa loob. Kaya pagpusan nyo ng koleksyon ninyo, kung meron nga angal, pulpingin ninyo. Tayo.